2025 is delivering a bold year for streaming, filled with original films that push genre boundaries. From political thrillers and survival dramas to futuristic sci-fi and emotional true stories, these 10 standout movies offer powerful storytelling and fresh ideas. Here's a look at the must-watch titles defining this year's cinematic landscape. Number 10, G20. In this politically charged thriller, Viola Davis commands the screen as U.S. President Taylor Sutton, a former military officer who travels to Cape Town for the annual G20 summit. What starts as a peaceful global discussion on digital agriculture and currency innovation turns into a nightmare when a rogue mercenary group seizes control of the summit. With the world watching and chaos unfolding, President Sutton must draw on her combat experience to navigate hostage negotiations, military tactics, and global diplomacy, all while protecting her family caught in the middle. G20 blends action with geopolitical drama, offering commentary on leadership, power, and resilience under extreme pressure. Though the premise is familiar, Davis's performance and the global stakes make it a standout thriller. Number 9, Harbin. Directed by acclaimed Korean filmmaker Woo Min-ho, Harbin brings to life a pivotal yet underrepresented chapter of East Asian history. The story centers on In Young-gun, a Korean independence activist who famously assassinated Japan's first prime minister, Ito Hirobumi, in 1909. Set in early 20th century Manchuria, the film explores themes of colonialism, personal sacrifice, and revolutionary ideals. Visually rich and emotionally intense, Harbin captures the paranoia and courage that defined Korea's resistance against Japanese imperialism. The story doesn't just rely on historical facts. It builds a deeply human portrait of An's internal struggle between vengeance and vision. With strong cinematography and a gripping atmosphere, Harbin is both educational and cinematic, making it one of the most important historical dramas of the year. Number 8, Heart of Stone. Gal Gadot returns in this sleek, globe-trotting spy thriller as Rachel Stone, an elite intelligence operative tasked with protecting the Heart, an advanced AI capable of controlling the global information network. When a rogue hacker steals access, the race begins to prevent global disaster. With high-speed chases, daring infiltration missions, and betrayals around every corner, the film draws clear inspiration from Bond and Mission Impossible franchises, yet stands out thanks to Gadot's grounded performance and the digital warfare twist. While the plot at times follows a predictable spy movie formula, the stakes, locations, and action sequences offer plenty of cinematic thrills. For fans of fast-paced espionage films, Heart of Stone is a stylish and satisfying watch. Number 7, Los Frikis. Inspired by true events, this Cuban drama tells the story of a defiant group of punk musicians in 1990s Havana who resort to an unthinkable act, intentionally infecting themselves with HIV to gain access to government-run medical housing. For these artists, society's rejection and surveillance have made freedom impossible, except within the protected walls of state hospitals. As brothers Gustavo and Paco lead their underground movement, the film explores themes of rebellion, identity, art, and survival under a repressive regime. Los Frikis is raw and provocative, using music and emotion to highlight the lengths to which people will go to claim autonomy. The atmosphere is gritty, the performance is intense, and the message unforgettable. It's one of the most haunting films to come out of Latin America this year. Number 6, Last Breath. Based on the harrowing true story of commercial diver Chris Lemons, this underwater thriller plunges viewers into a claustrophobic and deadly environment. In 2012, during a routine inspection in the North Sea, Chris becomes separated from his dive vessel and loses communication with his team 300 feet below the ocean surface, with only minutes of oxygen left. The film recreates the life-or-death urgency of the situation with stark realism, using first-person perspectives, quiet tension, and minimal music to heighten the dread. As his team rushes against the clock to execute a near-impossible rescue, viewers witness the power of teamwork and the fragility of life. While the focus is mainly on the rescue operation, Last Breath also touches on the mental fortitude needed to face death in isolation. It's one of the most gripping survival dramas of recent years. Number 5. Motorheads. In a futuristic take on street racing, Motorheads combines underground rebellion with cutting-edge AI technology. The story follows Maya, a gifted mechanic and street racer, who is pulled into a dangerous circuit of illegal racing after her brother goes missing during a mysterious tournament. These aren't just races, they're high-risk, corporate-sponsored arenas testing experimental AI driving systems. As Maya uncovers layers of corruption and manipulation, she finds herself fighting not just for answers, but for survival. The film is packed with high-energy race sequences, neon-lit streets, and a blend of human intuition versus machine logic. With strong world-building and character-driven stakes, Motorheads delivers both adrenaline and emotional weight. It's Fast and Furious meets Blade Runner in the best way possible. Number 4. A working man Jason Statham stars as Leah Von Cade, a reserve construction worker with a dark past. Once a soldier with a deadly skill set, Cade now lives a quiet life in Chicago, until his boss's daughter is kidnapped by a violent trafficking ring. Drawn back into a world of violence he left behind, Cade embarks on a relentless mission through the city's criminal underworld, uncovering dirty cops, biker gangs, and a powerful cartel. A Working Man is a gritty, no-frills action thriller that leans into hand-to-hand combat, realistic stunts, and raw emotion. Statham delivers a performance that balances stoicism with fury, reminding viewers why he remains a top-tier action star. While the narrative is straightforward, its execution is sharp, brutal, and deeply satisfying for fans of grounded action stories. Number 3. Revelations. Directed by Yun Sang-ho, known for Train to Busan, Revelations is a slow-burning psychological drama that blends mystery with moral inquiry. The story follows a devout preacher and a disillusioned investigator as they become entangled in a missing child case that slowly reveals the dark inner workings of a small community. Rather than relying on supernatural elements, the film stays grounded in human psychology, exploring how trauma, guilt, and religious extremism can twist perception. The film's strength lies in its mood, quiet, unnerving, and consistently tense. The performances are deeply layered, with both leads wrestling personal demons as the investigation moves forward. Revelations challenges viewers to confront uncomfortable truths and leaves its biggest questions hanging long after the credits roll. Number 2. Highest to Lowest. This stylish crime drama follows the spectacular downfall of Marcus Heller, a wealthy real estate developer who loses everything in a single financial scandal. With no allies left, he's forced to navigate the criminal underworld to rebuild his empire. But in doing so, he crosses paths with dangerous players, from former business rivals to ruthless gangsters. Blending dark humor with noir-inspired visuals, the film explores how desperation drives ambition and how easy it is to lose one's soul while climbing back to the top. Smart writing, sharp dialogue, and a magnetic lead performance make Highest to Lowest a modern parable of greed, ego, and redemption. It's a story about what remains when power is stripped away and survival becomes a game of deception. Number 1. Mickey 17. Directed by Bong Joon-ho and starring Robert Pattinson, Mickey 17 is a philosophical sci-fi thriller that imagines a future where human clones are used for the most dangerous missions in space colonization. Mickey Barnes, an expendable working on the icy planet Nibelheim, is killed during a mission, only for a new clone to awaken as designed. But when the original Mickey miraculously survives and returns, chaos ensues. Now there are 2 Mickeys, each with the same memories but different emotional experiences. The story dives into questions of identity, consciousness, sacrifice, and what it means to be human. Bong's direction is as surreal and provocative as ever, blending satire, visual spectacle, and intimate storytelling. Mickey 17 is not just sci-fi, it's science fiction with heart and purpose, making it a standout film for the year. Together, these 10 films define the bold, diverse, and visionary spirit of 2025 cinema. From nail-biting thrillers to emotional dramas and forward-thinking science fiction, each film adds a unique voice to the storytelling landscape. Whether you're looking for action, insight, or suspense, this list has something that will leave an impact long after the screen fades to black. Which one will you watch first?